to go from a certain situation, an environment, a set of circumstances.
Just moving from one class to another, or to go get a drink of water, or anything.
Elementary school into middle school, that's a transition, it's very different.
The transition into adulthood, that's a little scary for me too, but I think we're gonna be okay.
You have to have supports. You have to have self-confidence that you can do this.
Back when we were beginning, they didn't have the support that they do now. I think it's gotten better. I hope it's gotten better. And to really fight for that, it can be really frustrating because there's always so much change.
The biggest problem is getting people to understand. If you have children in your classroom, just because you have 30 kids in your 4th grade class doesn't mean that all the children in that 4th grade class have learned the same thing.
Teachers are hit with a lot of stuff and a lot of rules and regulations and things to follow, but they can't lose track of the child. And if they're gonna do special ed, then they need to make the commitment to do that and stick with the kids.
Fairness is not everybody getting the same thing. Fairness is everybody getting what they need. Until he reached the end of 12th grade, just as he was getting ready to graduate, it was hit and miss as far as people that understood what he was capable of, what his abilities were. There were those who would accentuate and focus in on this is what he can do. They said, don't worry about his spelling, he can write. So just focus on what they can do and not what they can't do.
For teachers, my advice is, listen to the parents and, pay attention to the child and what they're doing. I want him to have a good job that is rewarding for him.
To find a niche of something that incorporates what his abilities are.
I want him to be engaged with his community.
Something that will light up that part of his mind that, that everybody wants to have, that purpose that gets you up in the morning and, gets you going where you want to go and start what you're doing that day. Rather than just kind of bumbling out of bed and heading for the shower. If you're busy being frustrated, with what they can't do and, the things that they're not able to accomplish, you miss a lot.
You just need to be there, and be emotionally stable and supportive.
Just to rejoice in what they are and, embrace those things and, let them do what they do best. And try to help them with that and try to help them go as far as they can with those things and not get hung up on the things that they're not able to do. I mean, there's a lot of things I'm not able to do.